Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video I'll show you how to do this designer elastic lehenga or elastic ghagra, or in the western it is called a circle elastic skirt. Normally for the lehengas or ghagras they won't be the elastic and it is inconvenient for the children to wear. So I thought of doing this with using the elastic. Let me show you how to make the pattern on the chart. For this, the basic measurements you will be needed is waist length measurements. Here I would be sewing for my daughter. Her age is 7 years and her waist length is 21 inches. And for this 21 inches, I will be adding 5 more inches. That means 4 inches for the elastic, as the elastic shrinks the fabric in, so that's why we need to take extra fabric, and 1 more inch for the seaming allowance. This addition of 5 inches is for any age. Add for the waist length. Now the total I got here is 26 inches. This 26 I'll divide it by 4. That means I'll make into 4 parts. So that's why I'll divide it by 4. The one part of the waist length will come is 6.5 inches. Now to take the length of the skirt, I'll measure it from the waist to the floor length. Here I would be taking 33 inches for the length of the skirt. And now to prepare for the waistband, I would be taking here the waist length 26 inches plus 1 inch I'll add for the seaming allowance, and the length of the waistband I'll take here is 4 inches. So the waistband width is 27 and the length is 4 inches. I'm gonna transform these measurements on the fabric. For this project I would be using the two fabrics, satin and the net. The satin is for the lining and on the top I would be using the net. The length of the fabric I would be using for this project is of 2 meters. That is for the lining, satin 2 meters and the net 2 meters. Make a fold of the fabric into 2 on the wrong side. Make it square, then again fold it diagonally. Now it would be the triangle in shape with 4 parts. On the top corner of the triangle, now I'll transform this measurements, that is I said 6.5 inches for the waist length, that I'll mark it here 6.5 inches. Then I'll mark the floor length of the skirt, that is 33 inches from this waist measurements. Move a little side by side on the waist and mark 33 inches down. Join all the marked lines on the down of the skirt. Trim off the extra fabric. This is how the circle skirt will come. Now I'll lay this satin lining on the net, mark and cut accordingly. Follow the same process, fold it into two and again fold diagonally. Lay this satin on the net fabric, trim off the extra fabric. Now I would be cutting the waistband, that is, as I said, I would be taking 27 inches width and 4 inches length. Mark it. And trim off the extra fabric. Now the cutting part is finished. I'll show you how to sew this elastic lehenga. Before joining the cutting parts of the skirt, I would be joining the laces and decorate the net to give the designer look. For this project I would be using 3 different types of laces. I'll show you how to join the laces to the fabric. Join the lace one by one. This laces will give you the designer look. Join the next lace. Here I would be using the gold shimmer lace. Make sure you won't leave any gaps in the middle of the laces. Now repeat the same. Add the shimmer above to the designed lace. I'd be using this golden big chips to stick in the middle of the skirt and also the smaller ones. I've done adding with the laces. Now on the middle part of the skirt, I'll be sticking the gold mirrors, big size and also the very little small size, also called as 𝐂𝐤𝐿𝐴 or gold chips. Now start sticking the big gold 𝐂𝐤𝐿𝐴, leaving 4 to 5 inches gap, and in between the big 𝐂𝐤𝐿𝐴 I'll be sticking the small also. Make sure that you leave the same gaps when you are sticking the big 𝐂𝐤𝐿𝐴, or else it will look odd. In this way we can prepare our own designer lehenga. How a simple plain fabric has come with the designer look. Now it's time to join the parts of the lehenga to the lining. Using such a small things will give you the designer look, which is very expensive in the market. This type of lehenga cholis will cost around 5 to 6,000 in the market. This you can prepare at the home with minimum cost of 1,000 rupees or less than that. Start joining the lining to the net near the waist. Slowly make sure that the underneath net fabric is settled properly without any wrinkle when you are sewing. Now I'll join the sides of the net and satin, both sew it separately. That means you should sew first the net and then join the lining separately and start sewing. Place the right sides together of the net. You should sew on the wrong side. First join the net, then join the lining, that is satin. Both sew it separately. Do not join the satin lining and the net when you are sewing. This is where your professionalism comes to know. Make sure when you are sewing, the underneath fabric should be wrinkle free. Now I'll join the satin lining. Sew it on the wrong side. I also hemmed the satin, and for the net, you know that I have joined the laces. Now I'll join the waistband, that means satin, to the net. Firstly, I would be joining the satin to the net to prepare the waistband. Then I'll join to the skirt, leaving 1/4 inch. Start joining the waistband to the skirt. With this, I would be preparing the casing for the elastic. I've joined the waistband to the skirt, trim off the extra fabric. Join the waistband straps. Leave the gap of 2 inches for the elastic. Fold in to the wrong side and sew on the thread line. Make sure that the underneath left fabric is settled properly inside the casing. Leave the gap of 2 to 3 inches inside the casing, that means on the wrong side, to thread the elastic. I would be using the length of the elastic 21 inches as I said earlier. Secure the elastic with the pin and pull inside the casing till it reaches the other end. Secure the elastic, joining 2 to 3 times. Now the elastic should be concealed in the casing. Sew the left 2 to 3 inches fabric and seal the casing. To secure the elastic inside the casing without twisting, do the top stitch. Stretch the elastic along with the fabric. Doing like this, the elastic will not twist inside the casing. Here I am doing only one top stitch to secure the elastic, leaving 1 inch gap to thread in the dory for the hangings. If you don't want to go for the dory, you can do 2 to 3 stitches to secure the elastic. Now I'll make a small notch here to thread in the dory inside the casing. I'll be using the ready-made dory here. Pull it inside the casing till it reaches to the other end. Then join the hangings to the dory. Adding all this together will give expensive designer lehenga look. Now I'll make 2 to 3 knots to tie these hangings. I suggest you to stitch with thread and needle to secure the hangings. This designer lehenga will give the special appearance for the bridal wear, party wear, and for the birthday dresses. Those who want to look separately, they can go for this one. The outcome of the elastic lehenga has come so very well. With the hangings, laces, and the gold chips. This all will give a bright, beautiful designer look with full gear. When you turn or rotate, you will be seeing the circle in shape, and I've done with this circle designer lehenga elastic skirt. Hope you liked it. Please try it. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, share, like, and leave your comments. Please stay tuned to watch surely for this designer lehenga in the next video. Bye for now.